Hey, good morning, guys. It's Donald
Mary.
and we're here to bring you your morning weather, water, and trail charter report. And so this morning, Mary's going to start it off with the weather and water, and after we'll move to some chatter.
Thank you, Donald.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everybody. Right now in Blairsville, it is 67 degrees and cloudy. We're looking at a high of 79 today with light rain and scattered thunderstorms for the afternoon. 100% chance of rain. Tonight, we're looking at 65, scattered thunderstorms during the evening and cloudy after midnight. 50% chance of rain. Up on Blood Mountain today, we're looking at a high of 71 degrees with areas of fog and a slight chance of rain before 11 a.m., and then showers and thunderstorms likely, mostly cloudy, winds are 5 miles per hour, and there is a 70% chance of rain there. Tonight it will be 64 with showers and thunderstorms before 7 p.m., and then likely between 7 p.m. and 2 a.m. Some storms could produce heavy rain. It's going to be mostly cloudy with 5-mile-per-hour winds. There is an 80% chance of rain tonight. Water is good on the trail. Make sure to top off between Hawk Mountain Shelter and Justice Creek. That area is always dry. All right, I am now going to turn it over to Donald, and we're going to talk about some other stuff that's going on out here today. Donald?
Okay, sweet, man. And so, thank you.
You're welcome.
Great job, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And so this morning, I am going to start off with some news that I have that I read about the Keeterlings, who are the Tim Keeterling and Esther were the pair or duo that they found deceased on Mount Katahdin probably 4 or 5 days back, 6 days ago. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
About a week.
Yeah, about a week or so.
So the medical examiners have announced the cause of death for Esther. They're saying that it was blunt force trauma. They found Esther's body in a snow-covered boulder field below the Cathedral Cutoff Trail. Officials said she appeared to have slid downhill uncontrollably in the steep terrain, which was likely icy and difficult to navigate without traction equipment. She collided with the boulders. Her cause of death was listed as the blunt force trauma. Tim Keeterling was found 0.3 of a mile from Baxter Summit. They have not determined the cause of death for Tim yet. The hikers who spoke to authorities that were coming down the mountain that saw the Keeterlings said that they were heading for the summit. It was bad weather. The summit up there was sleet, snow, and rain falling with a 40-mile-per-hour gusts of wind. The wind chill was in the teens, which is definitely hypothermia weather. They were not equipped with microspikes and did not have the proper gear to navigate the terrain that was on Katahdin that day, and so definitely tragic. And so I guess they're going to continue to examine the body of Tim Keeterling and find out what exactly, or not what exactly, but find out a little bit more and try to put a story together. So there are also, I was reading the other day, Lake Superior. There's an island there, and it's the Isle of Royale, and they found 2 people dead there. They have identified them. They do not know the cause of death, or they're not saying anything yet. So the only transportation to the Isle of Royale is by boat or flying in by helicopter. I don't. It's just out in the middle of Lake Superior, and so they don't know what happened
No
out
idea
there.
how they got out there either, boat or helicopter. They wouldn't find anything. out there.
Nothing yet. And so there's some mixed up stuff in the what I was reading. It said that it doesn't say a hiker heard this. It says FBI and stuff, and then it says I think there was some hikers out there that heard like screaming and stuff. Man, it's a campground. The campground is called Green. Hold on one second. Okay, so the campground was located near Greenstone Ridge Trail. Due to its remote location, a fixed helicopter was that's how you need to get in there. But that's also how they got the investigators in to investigate the place, was a fixed wing helicopter or chopper. But the hikers, I guess maybe the FBI talked to some hikers out there, and they told them that they heard screaming, and I guess it was like a door to a privy maybe being slammed and a lot of screaming, and they took off and tried to get away, and yeah, just crazy stuff. But so from what I understand, you've got some stuff over here too that you'd like to talk about. All right, and so we do have some shelter and campsite closures for bear activity. Springer Mountain Shelter is one. Molly's Ridge is another. Derrick Knob Shelter, Icewater Springs, number 49 campsite. Campsites number 21 and 86 have bear warnings, but the ones I stated before they're closed.
Right. Those
So-
other two just have bear warnings for now. So if they've got bear warnings, I'm thinking eventually they're going to probably close them, but I don't know. So
Yeah,
that's just
that sounds
speculation,
about
but
right.
it usually appears to be what happens.
Yeah, and so lots of activity up in the Great Smoky Mountains. So yesterday we wanted to discuss a little bit about shelters, and some trail etiquette. Unfortunately, there are people on trail that think they own shelters and they own the trail, and that aspiring through hikers are the king of the trail, and that they get first of everything, which is not true. So we had 3 hikers yesterday that we picked up that have been hiking for several days here, and they were actually told that they couldn't use a shelter. There were 2 hikers, and they're telling them that they could not share the shelter with them. That actually, I don't understand that. I'm kind of
And they did not give me a reason why they told them they couldn't use it. They just said that they just told them they couldn't come in.
if anyone encounters that, tell them to kick rocks, pound dirt. Those shelters are actually for emergencies. That's what they were made for, and so they're not made for people to shack up in them, pitch their tent in them, to take the entire shelter over and tell people they can't use it. Good trail etiquette. I don't care if there's 50 people in there. If there's bad weather, we move over and let them in.
They were telling me that one night there was 16 people in a shelter because of some weather, and there should be posted in each shelter the capacity of people, and it also states right there, I believe, on that notice, do not take over shelters. So it's unfortunate that some people feel that they own things out there, but that's all the information I was given, that people would not let them into the shelter.
And this isn't the first time I've heard this. Mary and I have run into this ourselves. And I think that the thing is, man, is like I was saying, those shelters were made for bad weather. They're not made for people to just shack up in. I mean, you can do whatever you want with them, but they were really created for bad weather. So, honestly, if I saw anyone doing that to me, especially today, man, I would definitely give them a schooling on how the trail works, and that we don't We don't do that to our fellow hikers. I wish I knew who it was, man, because I wish I knew what shelter it was, because I'd be walking out there right now checking it out, rolling up in my pack to see if they tell me to kick rocks, man. That's too bad that happened.
It is too bad.
Yeah. Please don't do that if you're one of those people, man. The shelters are for everyone. And everything out here, man, unless it's on your back, man, is for everyone to use and enjoy so they can also experience what we all enjoy out here, man. I would want to share the experience if it were me. That's what it's about, man. And so, and I've met some of the best people right out here, man. Some of my best friends right here. Right here, man. And so I guess, man. But it's first come, first serve. If it's nasty out there, move on over and let your buddy in, your fellow hiker, man. No one owns those shelters. All right. So there was a hiker and dog rescue from Qualicum Falls in BC after an ankle injury. Did you want to?
I saw nothing more than that, other than the fact that they were helicoptered out because of the injury. So obviously, it must have been a tough to get into place if they're using a helicopter, but they were rescued out of there.
All right, sweet. Thank you for that. All right, and so that's what we have for today. We got a couple runs going on, long distance shuttles. We have a hiker going from Dillard, North Carolina, which is up by Mountain City, which is above Clayton, which is over west of us, but they are going to Springer Mountain, and then I guess they're going to get a ride to Gainesville. I'm not sure. We actually received a call from the hiker earlier this year from NOC, and they were going to work somewhere over in the Highlands, I think, or something. Yeah, and so they are now going back to, I'm guessing if they're going to the train station, they're probably going home or,
No, they actually told me that when they get to the train station, they're going out to Colorado, so I'm assuming they're probably going out there to do some more hiking. That's just my assumption, though I don't know that for sure.
okay, well, cool, man. I like it, dude. Good times, man. Got to travel. Yeah, man. But then Mary has some hikers down at the BW in Blairsville going back to Mata, and so we'll pick them up and get them down to Mata. And then tomorrow, I believe we have some shuttles, but we are also going to try and take a small little hike, couple mile hike into the forest. We'll see what goes on. But besides that, guys, we are here for you. If anyone needs anything at all, give us a jingle. All right, guys, thank you. One love. Peace.